Give me a second. I'm gonna mute desktop audio real quick. And myself. To see something real quick. Muting.
To the
You're
fucking
good.
sheep. I'm talking to the sheep.
Alright, so I'm gonna get my hunter then.
What's a hunter?
A huntard.
I was about to say otherwise known as a huntard. I saw that survival's doing better than beast mastery though, but I forget who told me beast mastery was strongest spec right now.
Probably the strongest. Just survival's like, I guess,
Problem is,
easy.
nobody's figured out how to play survival yet.
Or I guess Beastmaster would probably be the easiest.
Gotcha.
In reality, just survival's hard, so that's why they're.
You have to have a brain,
Everything
an
would be higher.
IQ above 100 in order to play survival.
I
hunter.
saw that it was something like the rotation's really strange or something. But...
It's the 3D calculus of rotations. You have like phases with different apexes. So you have like a rest phase, you have a burst phase, and then you have like a heavy burst phase, and then you have yeah, pretty much that's it. But
Gotcha.
Just play Holy Priest and DPS.
and
You have 3 buttons.
3 buttons.
Easy.
Smite, bigger smite, and smaller smite.
That's how it works. Expand those
So-
3 buttons and look at me.
Let's go. Oh shoot! I have to link
Look
the
at me,
stream in
I'm a gem.
our Discord.
Rank 1.
There we go. So I was thinking because I have so many WoW tokens, and I'm not sure if my one friend wants to get back into WoW yet. So if he doesn't make a decision by next Friday, I may get Black Ops 4. Purely
Why would you
because
ever do that to yourself?
Why not
Because
just get
apparently the
Assassin's
Battle
Creed
Royale mode
or
Why not
is
just
Pathfinder?
commit
extremely
suicide?
good.
Battle Royale is pretty good at.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I saw some
Yeah,
of the
the
ads,
Battle
and I
Royale
actually
too.
liked the marketing this time around for once. So I ended up going back and checking out more footage, even though I only watched like 1 match. And I was like, it's okay. But I kept hearing things, and then I saw the marketing. I was like, okay,
The
I'll go back and watch
Fortnite
some.
Battle Royale.
And it actually looks okay. It
Did
looks
anybody
really
play
fast-paced.
Divinity?
Divinity what?
Oh.
Which one?
Original Sin 2?
2? I played 2.
We've never played it.
So if you enjoyed it, Pathfinder Kingmaker,
Is the same
I've
I've
thing
heard
I
about
thought.
that
It
game
looked
too.
amazing.
similar.
Moon's been playing a lot of it.
it's amazing. Really, really enjoy it. If you're into the like, it's very story driven and everything else, and D&D esque, but it's very enjoyable. I mean, it's one of those games where it takes you like 2 hours to make your character because you want to figure out, what the hell you want to do, what you want to go with, all this
How many
fun
small
shit.
children you
But
wanna
exactly,
sacrifice?
no, but it's great. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. It's a gem.
I'm gonna head out though. You guys have a good one.
Bye,
Okey-dokey.
kid.
Make
Talk to you
me.
later. Where the hell am I?
Right.
Where'd John Cena go again?
Shut! You can never see him. What do you talk about?
Yeah, but now I literally couldn't even sense his presence. He's here now, though.
I couldn't.
As a hunter, I have that ability. I can sense his presence at least.
Alright, so the one Holy Priest I have to beat, he's got 4 rank 1 DPS.
This guy's dream is all this guy does is try to DPS as a healer.
Yep.
Like,
Hey,
how
if
much
it
does he
works.
actually even heal?
His healing parses are like an average of 47. And his damage is an average of 99.9.
So that's kind of like what my parses are like right now.
And it's like the exact same thing with normal and heroic. His damages are so much higher than his normal.
My damage parses are like 95s, and my heal parses are like 37s.
Like, my damages are all like 95s, and my heals are at least above 80. Like, at least above 80. I think my lowest might be like 70 on Gahoon, but I have 1 kill on that, so.
I don't think these logs have finished uploading yet.
I had to change the title of the Twitch stream real quick, boys. We're good now, chat.
No longer play My Little Pony.
No, I had it because I wasn't sure if we were still going to be doing raids, so by default I put it average mage holding his own in Eldir or something like that. And then,
Average?
Well, I mean,
Below
maybe
average
above
according to your
average.
parses.
I mean, I was still in, what, top 5 DPS most of the time? Top 8?
I'm gonna look at your parses now. Let's find out. Albatross. Let's do. Which one do we want to
According
do?
to my meters, at least, I was anywhere
Let's do
between 1 and
Vectus.
8. I don't think
Kevin,
outside
your
of
percent
Gahoon,
rank DPS wise is 53,
Damn,
and for your item level it's 9.
damn. Well, according to the
Wait,
damage
start
meter, I'm
deleting
still
your-
doing fine. So I have to do the bonus objective.
What'd you
What's
say,
up,
Ryan?
Start deleting all your gear.
Start deleting all my gear.
That was on
Yeah, then your item level goes down, and then you look better.
on Fetid. Your rank percent was 57, and for your eye level was 9.
Eye level's always kind of wonky.
Eye level's sometimes wonky, but it's
Just
usually
because, like, typically the people who have the higher of the ranks with that item level are like the mythic raiders, like just going
Yeah.
through it as like a farm.
Like, does it take into account with
The
people
amount of money I
being well
lose
fed
from
and
gambling.
flasks and stuff? Because I know my rotation's fine.
Yes,
I'm
it
Oh
does.
yeah,
take-
also people are using flasks and
It
free
takes into
pots.
account everything.
Okay,
but
well,
it's
I never
just
use
amount of
flasks and
damage.
stuff.
However,
so maybe I need to start doing
Usually
that.
when you like, I didn't use a flask, or I didn't
Flask is
have-
only maybe like 5%.
I didn't have a flask, or I didn't use pre-pots is only like maybe like 10%.
I
Like,
don't
if
know
you're
what
at a
else I can
9,
do better then.
if you're at a 9, it's pretty fucking hopeless.
Go ahead, Kevin, and if you get me for flasks for intellect, I need Anchorweed, Winter's Kiss, and
I am
Riverbud.
still working on my hunter. I probably won't be farming for a while.
I'm just letting you know it's Anchorweed, Riverbud, Winter's Kiss, and what I can do, I have the chance to create multiple flasks. So what Ryan did, he bought the ingredients off the auction house, and I made more than he actually paid for. So just give me a holler. I made when I was making strength ones for myself, I made 11 when I
It
meant
sounds
to
like
make
those are
1.
minimal, so I just legitimately don't know what I could be doing better outside of just continuously getting better gear.
It's a 238 bonus. That's not minimal. You stack a
No, it is,
238
like,
minimal.
from like a DPS parse, it's not gonna take you from 9% to 50%.
Okay, but let me just work it. Hold up.
No matter what you say, a flask and a pre-pot is not going to have to make Kevin's DPS like so hot much higher for his item.
The metallic kill I got, I flashed on that one. I'm not quite sure if the other guy that got 9.3k flashed. If I flashed and it made a difference, it was only like 200k DPS higher.
Yeah.
Which was not much, but I paid the extra gold to get the rank 1.
But this is why I'm also playing a hunter, because they're easier and maybe I can do better with it.
What's
I wouldn't play survival then.
I'm not doing survival. I'm doing Beastmaster.
All right, I'm ignoring pre-pot for this. 5, 6, 6.
Pre-pots were easier to get in this expansion than they were in
So,
the last one.
If you eat the big feast, which I only had the little feast, but you eat the big feast, you have an augment rune up, and you have a flask, you have a bonus 7% of your main stat. At least I do, based off of my strength. So that is 7% extra strength I get. So
That's not gonna boost you that
Yeah,
high.
that's not, again, like we said, it's not going to boost Kevin from a 9% eye level percent parse to anywhere close to where it should be.
Oh no, but it boosts them from like a 9 to a 14.
Yeah, that's not.
But that's not
good.
solving the issue that we're trying to find.
You're not doing the root cause analysis here.
I was just explaining that that shit matters.
It matters if you're trying to push top, but
Oh,
if you're not
also,
even like getting towards like halfway.
Also, Kevin, you want this. Hold up. Let me post it in guild. /G. You want these for your pre-pots. They're better than intellect for frost mages.
Okado.
I don't really know why, but I read that they were better.
I believe it's more like a if you like proc like a double attack or something like that. Those are better because each thing that hits, like dot spells, are typically good with that too.
Well, I got nothing useful today.
I got one piece of loot.
Me neither. But we only did 2 heroic quests, so I wasn't really expecting much.
I got one piece in all those bosses we killed.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm only going to get good loot from hero.
No, like, what I said today was last week we were doing normal, but I know some people still needed some stuff from normal.
Unless we're doing the glory season.
That is true. What do we have to do for that?
There's like different ones where, like for
don't
an
get hit by
example, yeah, you can't get a lot. You have to do like some like stupid shit stuff. Like I know the Gahoon one. If you pick up the orb, you cannot walk it. Like the orb cannot, you cannot take a single step with the orb.
You have to daisy chain it.
You literally have to have like 7 people per orb.
Let's just do it in an LFR.
I
I think it needs to be normal on base. Like it has to be base normal
shit.
to do.
I'd wait till next raid to do that.
They're easy now. You just have to have the team to do it. Like if we had enough sustain and we worked it fast enough, we could get the orb over quite quickly.
I'm gonna go get this chest now.
Oh, I don't need anything but a weapon from King's Rest. I got another 365 two-hand sword from King's Rest. I just gave away. I wish I could get the good or a good eye level on it, but I can't get that shit on Titan Forge. Or Warforge even. Just always 365. Oh, by the way, I got my key. We +1 to King's Rest this week, so I got a 10 freehold whenever you guys wanna get that out of the way. Just give me a holla.
Oh boy.
Yeah, as long as you put 365 plus on your groups when you're looking, you can almost always get a good group. Who would have thunk it?
What is your business here? Zandala forever.
Man, I liked the leveling in BFA, but having to do it all again really sucks.
I'm probably doing most of it just in Voldoon, and then Expedition.
I require a target.
I was looking into doing just a lot of expeditions, or at least enough to do the weekly, but it looks like you can't even do the weekly tier level 1.
But you don't get the weekly cap of the Azerite file, but you still get 70k, 77k XP.
You
There
get
was
100k XP per run.
I
Yeah.
don't get that much.
There was also
Does
earlier
maybe it
today and
scales per level or
yesterday.
something? Because I do.
There was also earlier.
When I was looking, I was 113.
There was also yesterday, and it was still there this morning, so I did it. A world quest that you could see, even though I didn't have world quests yet. Still don't. And
Yeah, I
that
think
gave
I
100k
What you
XP.
were looking at. Doing the bonus quest that was there,
Yeah,
because that one gave 100k.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Still
So
says
I
the
did that.
Warcraft file is in queue.
I should probably upload.
I stopped. Maybe it'll go back.
I'll post it to the logs.
I need to target something first. Of the gods.
Wow.
Uploading combat mother to mother.
2 mons?
Target.
Because I started at mother and we ended
I need to target
at least
something
combat
first.
locking.
I have 2 dead.
Damn.
We must join the others. I do not have a target. Bow before me. I require a target. I do not have a target.
Alright, here you go. It's in combat logs. If you want to see any of the shit we did today.
But is my rank 1 there? Nope.
Dude, I died on mother and I still got a 16 parse. Low.
The war pot must not fall.
I see your 100 parse on Talic Heroic.
Yeah, but my rank 1 is.
That is a rank 1. 100 is rank 1.
Oh, that loot. I beat the top guy at the moment by 300.
I got you.
I require a target.
Actually, the guy who's up there right now got it yesterday.
They can
He's
take
going
our
for it
lives,
again today.
but they can never take
I hope
our
not.
eternal souls.
And before you've already
We
gotten
must
beaten.
join the others.
I like how the 328 beat a 345, 352, 353, and 350.
Do you need protection?
Speak. The spirits.
Jack couldn't even get an eye level
am
parse because
listening.
there are no eye level parses with that eye level. Why are you giving Kevin shit? He got a 53 parse.
Yeah, but for his eye level, it's 9.
15 on the one I'm looking at. But yeah, I see.
Again, I don't know what different.
You're clearly doing something so terribly wrong.
I mean, my damage says otherwise, though. So.
Well, no, it actually doesn't. Is the thing. Like your damage is
Is just
good.
that priority bad?
Yeah.
That's what I think it kind of comes down to.
Your
I
damage
need to
is
do
good
crit
because your
haste,
eye
and
level
my
is
crit's
high.
higher than my haste, but it's at like 18% last time I checked. So it's
Well,
not
sim
what it
yourself
could be.
and see. If you go to raid bots, there's
Where
an
should
option.
you sim at? Where should you be at?
I like raid bots for their stat weights. Because I can go stat weights, I can go area 52, and I can Albatross.
Does he have sim? Does he have sim?
You
Simcraft
don't
installed?
even need SimC.
No. I don't
Here.
have anything right now.
So you gotta get it through.
Generate stat.
You know, like
weights.
raid bots, you could look it up.
Yep.
Like,
Okay.
I'm already generating
Look
his
up
stat weights. So we'll see if there's anything crazy on stat weights. Because it might be like haste is at like a 5. And if haste is at a 5, that means that every one haste you add is 5 DPS. And that's
yeah,
crazy.
you might be like super low on a certain stat that you need.
Well, it could be.
'Cause
Yeah,
all my
because if you can
stats
point out
were
the
at, like-
mistake I'm making right now, or something that I'm unaware of, I would love to know. Because I
Are you just
legitimately
wearing
don't think it's my
highest item
rotation. What's up?
Are you wearing just highest item level at the moment?
At the moment. I
might
tried
be the reason.
switching up weapons before, though, for what was highest item level or wasn't or whatever, and it just wasn't working out.
Because highest item level only matters for like the beginning of the expansion, and at like this point in time, it doesn't really matter.
Just
Now you
focus the
kind of aim
stats.
for that. Yeah. Even for like tanks are like the only real excuse for item level over anything.
Because
of
of
Tanks just want the
stamina,
highest
or-
stats possible. Yeah,
Okay.
you just want to be up there as a tank. You don't want like, oh yeah, I
Gotcha.
need more haste.
But
You
yeah,
just want to be
no.
able to absorb damage.
All I was saying though is like if you guys can find or help me find the mistake, because I don't think it's really the rotation.
It's gotta be
Yeah.
something in the rotation.
Demon
I think it's
is
a combination
full
of lots
fucking
of things.
94. Jesus Christ. That's 16k
I'm following the
DPS,
rotation
that's
that I've seen on multiple sites now. So
Does Frostmage have any big cooldowns?
I have
Yeah,
the Frozen Orb
Icy
and the
Veins.
Comet Storm.
Icy Veins is your big cooldown.
Yeah, and the Icy Veins, yeah.
You're really even. You have too much mastery, but besides that, you're like really. I'm pasting it in 4th.
I need to target something first. The spirits be with you.
I mean, you got your pawn string as well, if you want it.
I require a target.
You sim at 13.5. Intellect is your best stat weight gain at the moment. So I mean, unless you have you enchanted your rings?
No.
So each enchantment of the rings adds like
30, I think. 37.
37, and if you did verse, 37 times 2 is 60, 74 times 1.5. It's still only like 100 DPS. But you can do that. Do you have any sockets you don't have filled?
Well, what's his DPS on like Talic?
Talent.
Because I'm pretty sure that would be probably the most, or maybe the Vectus fight. Vectus, you don't move.
Yeah,
It'd be Talic or
no, Talic, it'd be Vectus. Vectus, you pulled a 55. Here, I'm just gonna.
DPS blood.
I'm gonna do
He
this.
pulled. It was 8,740k, or 8k, 8.74k
So missing about 5k DPS.
on Vectus. Yes.
There is downtime, but it wouldn't make you lose 5k.
I think you want to look at Cal.
Here you go. I posted it in 4th. You did not use your cooldown.
I think Zekboss is your best.
which cooldown?
Here, Zekboss is the closest he's gonna get. It's at 12.2k, and you got a 75 parse, but 14% for his item.
No, I did a Vectus on WoW Analyzer. Check out the one I just posted. Look at his cooldown uptime. Comet Storm has a 70% as well as Frozen Orb. He has a 30% downtime on his 2 biggest DPS cooldowns.
I require a target.
His
More Comet
downtime.
Storm orb?
He has 28% downtime overall, and has canceled 6 points.
of his cast.
Yeah, 6.12%.
The canceling is when I'm
Well,
fucking
if
up.
that's Zekboss, you move.
Bone chilling.
But again, if you're moving
This
a
is
lot,
Vectus. This
The
is
moving
Vectus.
is when the canceling is when I have a flurry.
well, you
and I go
gotta
into
realize
person.
I played Mage a lot in Legion, and it hasn't changed that much. And if you're moving a lot, you don't use Shimmer. You just fucking use Ice Flows, and then you can continue casting. And you
I don't like
have
ice
any
flows,
downtime.
and nothing
You
recommends.
can go to suggestions. Go to suggestions. Instead of the checklist, go to suggestions. On the thing, it says 7 out of 10 possible casts. So you could have cast Comet Storm 10 times. You casted 7. You could have cast Frozen Orb 7. You casted 5. It like
So don't look at Vectus because you do hold. You're gonna hold your shit. Like for that to figure that out, all it's doing is dividing.
your
time
weapon
by
doesn't even have an
cooldown.
enchantment. Bruh.
Will be broken by our might.
Look at a boss that's always you're always hitting something, like Vectus or
That'd be
Zekboss.
Zool.
Zekboss is your best bet.
You do not understand.
Zekboss. I mean, you
Zool
could just
would be
click it on
skewed
the
because of
thing.
AoE, I imagine.
Comet Storm again, his big AoE thing. It's not as many casts as possible. His ring and his weapon all
So I
are
just have to be more
unenchanted.
aware of the cooldown on Comet Storm. 'Cause I've
Downtime.
been trying to be on that. So it's just refining the 2-3 cooldown.
Bone
well, 2
chilling.
cooldowns.
Bone chilling is up 90% of the time. Needs to be up more. Winter's chill utilization is at 100%. Glacial spike is at 100%. Ice Lance is at 90. 5% of casts are canceled on Zekboss, which you really don't need to cancel any on Zekboss. And you still have a 12% downtime on Zekboss.
I do not have a target.
I don't know what all these.
It's a lot of downtime.
Yeah. 12% is
The
a lot
smarter
of
thing to do
downtime.
is go pull up, look up Zekboss, and then pull up another heroic kill from another Frost Mage.
I mean, if you
And
scroll
don't even
down,
take like the rank 1, take like
No, take like some
rank 100.
similar timed kill. is usually what you want to count. It's like if it took us 10 minutes to kill Zek boss, you want to get like between 9 or 10 minutes kill on theirs. And then look at their rotation is your big one, and look at their downtime and their cast canceled, and tell me what's different.
Like if you look at this thing I posted and scroll all the way down,
Tell me.
after suggestions, scroll all the way down, you can see where you cast everything.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying, is you need to compare your casts of everything to somebody who actually knows what they're doing. This is what Jack taught me. So.
Like your Evan bolt does not look even at all. It's like you cast it a little later, then you waited like a full cast.
My Ebon bolt depends on how often I'm getting my procs. Because I try to save it for when I'm not getting any procs for flurry. But if I'm constantly getting procs, I don't just send it out to deal the tiny bit of extra damage, because I could use it later.
I'm just saying, just looking at your thing.
Require a target.
There's also a time between 2 minutes.
We're gonna do this the right way. Hold up.
And 2 minutes and 25 seconds that you do like.
Which one are we looking at? We're looking at Zek boss. We're gonna go to rankings.
I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need to target something
Let's
first.
do heroic.
No,
Maybe.
you don't want
I
heroic.
hoped for a
You want
greater
normal.
challenge.
We're looking at normal Zek boss.
Normal. How long did it take us to kill Zekfos?
5 minutes 30 seconds.
Who promised a new empire, and we will have it.
5 minutes. Hold on, somebody's we gotta score another goal in Rocket League.
Get that goal.
Alright.
This is why I like being a healer.
Here's a 447.
Because if people die, then I know I'm doing something wrong.
No, same thing with tank. It's like I don't have to worry about all this because it's especially DK tank. Everything's reactionary. I react to my health and where it goes, and as long as I know how to do it in the moment, it's not a set thing. It varies from boss to boss and from fight to fight and everything like that.
But so far, the
DPS.
only thing I've learned right now is I could try to refine
Hold on,
the
I'm working
two
on it. I'm just in the
cooldowns.
middle of a Rocket League game.
No, I know. You're good.
Help you right now.
You
And I
have
appreciate
too
you
many
guys trying to help
canceled
me out.
casts, and too many. Your downtime is really high. 12% downtime means that 12% of the fight you're not hitting the boss.
So wait, hold up. The canceled cast. What do you cancel for?
This is
Normally,
Zek boss.
it's when I fuck up a frostbolt, and I try to go back into a glacial to get the flurry because I waited too long and I don't want the proc to go away.
How long until the proc vanish?
Alright, so this is where's Kevin? Do you have Kevin's?
Does it
Do
be
you
worth
have Kevin's Zek boss posted?
Your king's end come.
I posted it like 3 times
Is
in
it
the
Zek
thing.
boss?
You can look at everybody's from that.
So that's Kevin's. Here is this guy's.
I just got a 260 one-handed axe while leveling up. Epic upgrade.
So what I see is significantly less downtime. Significantly less casts canceled.
Because, like, if you mess up with your cast or whatever, the proc doesn't go away immediately, I don't think.
Correct.
So you don't need to cancel it, you just continue with your current shot.
Also, your icy veins. Why did you not use that immediately?
There's only a couple times where I forget to use it at the start of a fight. Most of the time, after I throw out Comet Storm and Frozen Orb, that's what I pop.
Well, I mean, it's not anything major. It's like 3 seconds, but you do that, and then you should Frozen Orb into Comet Storm, not Comet Storm into Frozen Orb.
Just because of the slow, or?
I am big.
That's what the guy that did better than you did.
I think it's probably just want the damage is sticking on the orb while you're charging up a Comet Storm. So I'd assume Comet Storm probably has a longer cast time.
Comet
Yeah,
Storm's
Frozen Orb-
instant.
Flurry-
Yeah,
your
so you
Comet-
use the instant, and while you're using the Comet Storm, which has a channel time, you have Frozen Orb damage
But
going
no,
off.
both are instant.
Yeah, I don't know then.
That's why
That
I
would be the
didn't
only
really
thing I
think
have.
that mattered.
Because I know when
But
I played
maybe it
Boom
somehow
Canoe, it was
does.
kind of like the same, where you always wanted to have like a Starfall going, because then you always had dots or some sort of damage going while you're using spells.
That's Abba. This is this guy.
What do you ask of the Zandala?
Something with the flurry and glacial spikes seem different between the two of you as well.
I go Glacial Spike, Flurry, Ice Lance. But
Glacial
I only...
spike and flurry you cast at the same time, so does he. But his is like different in terms of. Let me go to 10 times.
I have no idea what that could be then.
I would say maybe Azure gear.
Maybe.
He
He has
has
better traits.
no.
for
He
it.
has it a lot less than Kevin.
What do you
So
mean?
Kevin's prioritizing it more.
Yeah,
He
he's
has a lot
Just
casting
do less
lot-
DPS.
like he has 3 classes of Blizzard here instead of flurrying or glacial spiking, where Kevin does 1 cast of Blizzard, then flurries glacial spikes, Blizzard, then flurry, no glacial spike.
Flurry should never be being used on its own though, so I'm confused now.
Well,
Do you have Mage Works?
yeah, you both use flurry on its own without glacial spike. You do it more often than he does.
Oh, well, that's after a Frostbolt. If I don't have...
So if you click on both of the
if
things,
I only have
Kevin,
2 lances, if I have like 3 or less lances, you use the Flurry.
all right. Can you look at this though, Kevin? So you clicked
I'm
on both of
streaming.
them, right? So can't you look at it while you're streaming?
No, because I'm playing a game on stream.
All right. Well, then I can't help you.
Alright, we'll
But-
just do it later then. No
It's
big deal.
just he has these casts of 3 blizzards in a row, 3 times, and then you have like random blizzard casts.
I try to keep it up as often as I can instead of frostbolting when there's about 3 or more enemies instead of single target.
Looks like the only time that he blizzard are when the mobs were pulled together.
Blizzard, it's possible Blizzard's not even part of the rotation. Like a single target rotation.
It's not. It's not worth using as far as what I've read when it's only
Why
single
are you
target.
using it?
I only use it like with what Trevor's mentioning, I think we're still talking about Zekphos, right? So with the ads.
The main difference between you and him is one, y'all don't have the same talents. You don't have Cone of Cold or Frost Nova?
Probably more a situation fight type thing. Kona Cold would slow the ads, so would Frozen Nova. It would lock them in place.
I don't think either of those are DPS talents.
Yeah, I think those are just the control talents. So those don't really matter.
It just looks like he's using them instead of casting the
I would
flurry
assume that's when the
glacial
ads show up.
spikes.
Like, the ads would show up, you grip the ads together, then you would Frost Nova them.
Just to
It's
keep
not
them.
DPS though. Frost Nova doesn't do DPS. You're looking
Yeah,
at
it just holds them still so everyone could DPS them on top of the boss
It's
instead of them
a-
immediately walking away.
So it's more of like
No,
a
I'm
coordination
just
thing if they
trying
want
to-
to keep them in one place longer for like extremely.
I'm just trying to figure out
coordinated
where
stuff.
How'd it
But
go?
it was
It's
good.
pajama!
Because
Yeah,
he's
where'd you stop?
Mother.
Mother Heroic.
It was a rough one. Oh.
You guys still going?
Yeah,
On
Yeah.
normal, yeah.
normal.
We did it, what, second try? Third try? Something like
Yeah,
that.
'cause
Mother
we kept
Heroic
on
got
ours.
was hard?
No.
No,
No.
Oh.
I
that's
died,
just where we
but
stopped.
that's because I
It
was
was about
trying to
time.
do way too much.
I got to murder everyone.
That's
I
fine.
wiggled through the wall, wiped the group. It shows up. I got rank 1 for holy damage on Talik.
I mean, the best I can say, Kevin, is you have periods of time where you do not cast Frostbolt. Like, long periods of time. And by long, I mean like 10
I
seconds.
am out of range.
That's
I don't know what that
literally
would
the
be.
main difference.
I would maybe say it would be like
Damage?
that's when you cancel your proc or cancel your spell for the proc, and you have to wait for the GC.
That's the only thing I can think of because you're still looking at Zekphos, right? It could be like a rolling
Oh my
deceit
God.
situation.
I would assume though
I
it's
know.
probably not
Alright,
worth
that's
the
enough for
DPS
Rocket League
loss
today.
to stop
Wanna
your
level
cast.
up?
From 205 to 230, you cast 0 Frostbolts. You cast 1 Ice Lance that coincided with the Flurry and a Glacial Spike.
On what?
So that
buff?
would have been a glacial spike
Oh,
flurry
Vectus.
ice lance.
Yes, that was
is
between.
that an intermission or a gestate?
Just
was
it's not
at-
in Zekphos.
Oh, Zekphos. Would it be the ads, or not the ads spawning, but it could be him having to get out with an eye beam. It could be moving for the dance because you can't really sit there and
There
shout.
was no shimmer, but at the end of it, he ice blocked.
That was a
And then
mistake, and I know
immediate-
what you're talking about, and I instantly canceled.
So what happened? Okay, so
I
that's.
don't know. I find here
what I'm
there's
talking
another
about.
period of time. This is 4 seconds without casting anything.
I would assume that's maybe moving for the giant ring.
That would definitely be one of
That
the
would be the downtime.
Dark
That would be like
Novas or
10
whatever they're
seconds.
called.
I mean, you have a shit ton of things that are like channeling that you don't ever get off. And I shouldn't say shit ton, but I mean noticeable. Your 6-second your 6-second cast interrupts isn't spread out throughout the entire fight. They're in specific sections where you mess up one and then you mess up like everything after it for like 10 seconds. If that makes sense.
I don't know, man.
I'm just looking at your
No, I know.
things. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what you could be referring to, and I literally have no idea. Because I'm trying to think back on the fight.
So why did you ice block? Like what happened
That
prior
was
to
just
that ice block?
I was
Fat.
shifting probably for a shatter or something from my elemental, and I didn't let go of shift in time when I went back to do a frostbolt. I imagine, and then
This was
I had to-
Vectus,
I thought
right?
we were still talking
Fat
about
finger the
Zekphos.
ice block.
Yeah, it was just a
Zekphos.
fat finger.
Replaying Zekphos.
It doesn't happen often, but
Albatross. Where's the play button? Play.
I don't know. It looks like to me that you're just not using your GCDs very well.
Can I see
Yep,
logs?
so it's
I
just
wanna see
it's
logs.
a matter of just refining the
Timeline.
Comet Storm and
Oh, no one
Frozen
did he
Orb
post
then.
them?
It's in the log folder. I already posted it.
Okay.
So your ice block thing happens around 2 minutes. Let's see what you do at around 2 minutes. We'll go to
Why is
157.
Mother Normal an invalid log?
Frostbolt.
Started it late.
Frostbolt.
That's
Then
always
you
the boss
Mages
when
are
Stop
somebody asks are you logging.
frostbolting.
Here's another thing, Kevin. Right here, like I don't. Your icy veins is off of cooldown.
Ryan, did you?
I probably didn't notice it.
I was
Ryan,
shadow for a couple
Your
bosses.
icy veins is off cooldown for
you passed up my warrior. I'm so happy.
Your icy veins is off cooldown for an entire minute.
I beat Al's a couple times.
I know. I'm looking,
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
just
so
pay attention
awesome.
more to Icy
Go to
Veins.
heroic talent. I beat a lot of people.
Like having that off cool, you should be casting that off of cooldown almost immediately.
Right.
No
so
one
like I
can
said,
come
I have to
along.
keep
You
a
just
better eye on.
phased me.
Your Ebon Bolt usage needs to be the same.
Kill the boss.
My bad.
I don't know about other
Your
roles.
Ebon Bolt usage should be almost off the cooldown. If it, with like the only exception being if you already have a Brain Freeze proc ready to go while it comes off.
I was watching that ice block. So what happened was you threw out or you got beam on you, so you walked out instead of blinking out. Always blink out if you can, because then you don't have to actually spend the time walking. You walked out, tried to cast something, didn't cast it, tried to cast something, didn't cast it, and then the weavers were spawning in like a few seconds, and I probably said, "Alright, weaver's coming up soon," and then you just started just walking towards the weaver and waiting for it to spawn, and then you started polymorphing it, and then as soon as you polyed it, you ice blocked for whatever reason. So
Yep, that's what it is then, because you know what my polymorph is? Shift 2. So I didn't let go of shift.
Well,
Yeah.
So it's exactly what I said. I went back to do a frostbolt, which is on 1, and I was holding shift.
There's some
This
minor
ice block is shift
global.
1.
So from another frost mage, it looks like there's minor global cooldown usage issues where you're just not doing stuff between GCDs a lot. Which
Also-
is not terrible. Hold on, Trevor. I'm talking.
wait, you gotta.
So,
did you know
your-
you could do this?
Your icy veins usage needs to be off of cooldown almost immediately. Your Ebon Bolt needs to be off of cooldown almost immediately. Your Frozen Orb and Comet Storms should probably be off of cooldown almost immediately. The number of times I see you waiting like 10 seconds between each cooldown, which is implying to me that you could probably have gotten off additional cooldowns by the end of the fight of those same skills, because of how much time you're wasting in between each cooldown.
play a healer forehead.
So it's like what we've been saying since the beginning now. I have to just refine those cooldowns.
Sure.
I have to keep a
Also-
better eye on them.
Woo,
Sounds like you
Also-
need weak auras or something.
Yeah,
that would probably help. After.
a weak
I got
aura
a
would
what?
help, but
Well, I
Weak
could do
auras.
that. I have
don't
that
like
on my
it.
Put
hunter.
your,
I should find
your
one for a
procs and
mage.
whatever.
The procs
Um,
are
Resto
easy. I don't
come
need a
with-
weak aura for the procs because they already come up like above or around my character.
But the thing I just posted, you can replay the fight and watch exactly what you did, where you did, watched every spell cast, and watch your movement in the room. It's so fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
It's like one of my favorite things.
Can you get some food so I'm not waiting here on my hunter to regain health? 'cause I
Damn, you
fucked
guys
up.
only wiped 4 times? Fuck. I guess 5.
On
Yeah,
what?
when
I
you're
mean,
not
it's on
here, it's
normal,
way easier.
so-
Oh, yeah?
4 wipes on who?
I have the dungeon quest now. Though.
I'll
Oh,
look
do
for
you?
a week or tomorrow though for my mage before a raid.
The Mithrax one doesn't count. The Gahoon one doesn't count. Sort of counts on Gahoon.
The
And then-
Mithrax one does not count. I literally we killed Zul and I ran for that button.
So you got for real?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah, and
what
then we
was
just
going
No
decided
on.
one,
to
you
try to
comment
go.
or no?
I don't know what was going on with the first Gahoon, but
I'm coming
multiple
to do the
people didn't
dungeon
even know
quest
how
with
the
Ryan,
orb
so
running
that's it.
worked, it seemed like.
Right,
They
in the
weren't
party.
aware
I
of
thought we were doing.
the distance you can throw the orb. Weren't aware of how the cyst worked.
So we're not doing expeditions. Feels bad.
But
You
after
wanna do
that
a
first
temple?
try, all of a
We're doing
sudden it
temple.
was fine.
What's the quests?
Dungeon quest for completing Asmer.
Or Voldoon,
Oh.
but yeah.
Well,
Or whatever, same thing.
you guys completed. I thought you guys weren't questing. What the fuck?
I'm questing right now.
in between. So I've done like 20 fucking expeditions already, and it does get boring after a while.
Oh, hell yeah, it does. But
Yeah,
you're only
that's-
114. That's what shocks me. I'm 114.
Yeah. It's slow.
So
but
this,
kind of
so
big.
that proved if you did all of Voldoon already, and I haven't done like any of it really, and I did a lot of expeditions. That proves that expeditions are just better than questing, no?
Expeditions are
No.
quite.
Because Ryan did both at the same time.
Yeah. And, like I did like 10 expeditions in a row. Took a break, did some questing because the expeditions do get tiring after a while. I did learn a couple things like if you try to hold it out as long as possible on normal, there's a lot more events and the events happen quicker.
Take me.
Can I see Chamber 1's fucking
Alright, let's go.
power, I wonder?
Queue up for Temple of Sethralus.
I'm going to be leveling this guy all morning tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah, I want to get to 120 before the Warfront goes away.
When's the Warfront going away?
I have no idea.
Probably like 5 days now.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, got quite a bit, because I'm only a little bit over halfway, 112.
You can't
so-
tell if when the Warfront
I don't
goes
work
away.
until
We
6
were
o'clock at night.
solid 20 seconds away from, what's it called? The first room. We had 20 extra seconds. Could have taken a little bit of extra time moving through.
Well, it's better to get to the end anyway.
No, I'm just saying.
You do the more damage. You don't need to take your time.
I'm just watching the fight over again.
You
I'm
sure
pretty sure,
was
like
the-
in the mythic
Oh, was
groups,
someone
what they do
streaming?
is like on pull, you just sprint in.
Was someone streaming?
What?
Yeah, Rust was.
Yeah, but that's
Okay.
not how I'm watching it.
Are you watching?
Click on the link I posted before. If you didn't know you could do this, like, you should totally be doing this.
Whoa. Okay. What now?
Press
Oh,
play
you're
in the
clicking on
bottom
person?
left. Just press play in the bottom left. You don't have to click on anyone. You can click on people and you can watch their individual casts.
What am I on? Zach? Oh.
You can go to any pool in the top left and just watch it.
That's
So, like-
pretty dope.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
I didn't know
Why
about
don't I have? Where's Al on this fight? Was Al not on?
He DC'd during this one.
Dude, he's been
Yeah,
having.
we
major
didn't even know.
internet
Or
issues.
no, we did notice. We just weren't sure.
We
what
did know,
meant.
but we didn't know if he was coming back or not.
Yeah, it just kind of happened out of the blue. But I guess something just happened.
That was only normal loot, so it's not like he needs anything of it.
Right.
Unless it like
wasn't,
Titan.
wasn't a huge deal.
You killed him.
I need to target something first.
Dropped your
Well, that's fucking awesome.
But
So how do you start logging? Like, how do you?
/ combat log.
I require a target.
In game? Just in game?
Yep.
No add-on, no nothing. / combat log.
And then what happens after you're done?
It gets saved into a document folder somewhere on your thing. To upload that document, you need something called Warcraft Logs Uploader. It's literally called that. You upload it, and then you close the program, and then you're done. I mostly have the logs set up for guild grades and whatnot.
Except for the first boss. I would have gotten rank 1 on normal Talic too.
Mm-hmm.
But no!
The world hates you.
Alright, I want to see when did I mythic though. Would I be able to get the mythic one?
Something first.
No, because nobody does that on Mythic.
Yes, I could. I could easily get that one. It's only 7.5k.
Because you actually have to do mechanics on Mythic.
I actually know that number 2 guy.
The Q pop?
No. I don't actually have to do mechanics. There's no mechanics on me. I don't have to do anything. I could just sit there and pew pew.
I do not have a target.
Start of Nazmir is different than I remember.
Who told Al? Who told Al that I was talking shit?
What do you mean?
Nobody?
Oh, okay.
Are you kid there?
No, he messaged me. He's like, "You dare disrespect the Warriors code?" I was like, "Whoa."
He's probably saying that because you dipped tonight.
We invited this guy.
You weren't here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be there tomorrow either, unless I get called off. I might be. Depends. Thursdays are really slow, so we'll see. It really depends on if anyone shows up to Aldi at like 5 o'clock.
Who'd you
What
find
makes
though?
a Thursday slow but not a Wednesday? Legitimate
Be
question.
back.
Just the middle of the week, no one really comes in. A lot of hot women do though.
Yeah, let's be honest. Hot women don't shop at Aldi.
Be honest, nobody talks to you.
Ryan, dude, like be there some days. I wish I could just. I'm not trying to be
Can't
free.
be there someday. Yeah, my grandma shops at Aldi.
She's one of them. Eyebrows
Damn,
on.
Ryan, why are you being so mean about your grandma?
Eyebrows on fleek.
What is she gonna say if she found out what you just said, huh?
She's gonna say hi. It's nice to see you after like 10 years of not seeing you.
No, for Ryan, after what he said.
No, I was saying that Cal called my grandma hot.
And you're saying she's not, which is really rude of you.
Yeah, she's not hot. She's magnificent. Hot is what you call your significant other, not your family members.
True.
Then it becomes weird. Hey, Mom, you're looking real hot today.
What's that
No
clip
one
again?
ever.
What's that clip again? From
What
a
clip?
week or so ago that you said you need to start doing? Or someone else had to start doing? When they talk
remember.
about his sister? I forget who it was.
Oh yeah. Yo, man, I want to bang your sister. Yeah, me too. And then they stopped talking to me.
Who was that? Was that Asmongold?
No, that was Method Josh.
Method Josh, okay.
The stream's pretty cringy, but got some good content at the time.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm dying.
Champ.
I'm coming,
I
Ryan.
do actually wish I could have. Why are we still in queue? I do wish I could have come to raid.
I don't.
Was it that bad, really?
You missed
No.
it, Cal. Somebody played work for you.
That's nice.
The response every time was, "Where's work?" Was that you're at work, upholding to your name.
I'm working. Where you at?
Somebody joined Discord though, and then you hear the work song, and it's like, and he's like, wait, where's work?
Wait, where you
Work
at?
is for
I
nothing.
miss you, Cal. You're a very, you're a shining presence when you're
do
there,
miss
and very
my
noticeable
homeboys
when you're
on
there.
raid night.
Did you just start the song too, no?
I'll miss one day next week, but I'm pretty sure it's like
Wow,
Wednesday. I'll be
Cal.
there Thursday. I'll be Thursday.
I'm gonna start missing heroic weeks then, because this was the last week. we
Cal, if
did
you're
not.
attending,
I've already done heroics. I'm like 372. Or
You're higher
31.
than me. You've been doing more stuff on your main over the last 2 weeks.
Mhm.
I've been focusing on my alt, unfortunately. Still at 367, I think. Which isn't bad,
So
it's
like
just...
roads, I don't need. I still want to help the guild out when I can, but my dad's here for like the next week, so
Does he still ask about me?
oh.
totally.
I was like, why can't I move? And of course I accidentally hit enter at some point. Let's see.
Why the fuck is Skype messaging me?
Why do you still have Skype?
It comes with Windows 10.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
uninstall it?
Because it's a virus almost. You can't just uninstall anything that's
Like
automatically
Internet
there from Windows
Explorer.
10. Yeah, it's like the... Well, not even like Internet Explorer. You can actually, or you used to, be able to actually uninstall that. It's, no, you have to do some really weird stuff to legitimately uninstall that stuff from Windows 10. And every major update, which is 3 or 4 times a year, you have to do it again because it all comes back. It's so goofy.
Who lost the most amount of money tonight?
We didn't do a lot of gambling.
The gambling was after.
Al said he lost like 40K.
Damn. I didn't gamble after. I have no money currently.
Yeah, I wonder. Everyone's been gambling their fucking money.
I
I'm
only
gonna
have,
restart Q, by the way.
I only have 25k gold
It was at
at the
9
moment
minutes.
on my main.
We're supposed to go at like 3 or 4 minutes in. I'm still so happy about this fucking helm I have. Now, how to make this into transponder?
I need to target something.
Yeah, alright, you're gonna need to make some wonky set for that.
Alright.
Greatness of Zandala will rise again.
I love that helmet. We need to kill only Murlocs for expedition. until I
Oh
do.
yeah? It's a male.
I don't have mail anything.
Oh yeah, no, you're a male now. I forgot we're the same size. Yeah, we gotta get you.
We have
Yeah,
a
we're
perfect
literally
group
the
right
same
now
person.
for all male. So we
Literally
had
the
just...
same person.
And we bring Wellscore with, because he's a male. And then Educate. And then we could get Easy Gear.
Voodoo Stalker's Mantle. Yeah, I'm looking for shoulders right now to go with this helm.
Oh, my neck's about to level up again. I'm already level 9 on my necklace.
I'll have to check mine in a
Because doing
second.
expeditions gives you so much artifact power.
It gives you so much art.
And then you get like the extra
Oh!
quests that get
I found the
500.
shoulders, I think. Alright, hold on. See that, and then that. Put those on.
After I finish up
Let me
this
know what you think.
quest line, you want to do some expeditions together?
I need
Dig
to
that.
target something first.
I
Not
need to
too
get the
bad,
heart
right?
level up eventually. Might as well do it now.
Let's see, what would be a good tabard?
Yeah, I don't fucking have tabbers.
Well, like one tabard would definitely look super good on that.
I'm trying to find out, like, that.
Yo,
like,
work.
What?
Come run orbs.
They need someone that desperately?
Yeah.
Is it a good group? I don't have.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Like 3%.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'm coming. Tell him I'm coming.
You don't have a target.
How so easy to do.
I want AOTC.
Hi Ryan, how are you?
Hey,
Oh
look,
look,
you
we found a
pop.
dungeon.
Fuck! That's why I
Nice.
left. Nothing was
Honestly, Cal
happening.
was holding us back.
Apparently, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I could probably get to 120 like 10 times quicker than what I did like the first time around.
It's definitely gotten faster.
Why haven't?
It's definitely faster the 4th time around.
I need to target something first. You don't have a target.
Try not to get yourself kicked this time.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Gunk, master of shapes.
I'm not in control of that. How do you kick his DPS? Like, oh.
Stop being overpowered, Ryan.
5% DPS, all damage increased. Poggers.
It's okay, I'm leading in damage done right now.
Forget to reset.
How many warriors are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fucking warriors.
Why so many warriors? 6 for all solos?
Yeah, I think so. we have 2 warlocks. I don't know if you could do it on right side though. I really don't. I don't think you can. Unless you
Even hunters can for sure. But...
unless you leap, charge, you might be able to do it.
Have you ever gotten to the last phase though? Do you know how like the pizza part works?
I do not have a target.
I don't know, but I like pizza.
The what? Oh, the
Pizza
pizza?
part?
No, I haven't gotten there. I've gotten to 20%. That was my lowest.
Quite easy. I believe in you.
Apparently we've gotten this to 3%. That's why I was asking is group good? Because I'm not about to do another 25% group. Fuck that shit. Right, I'm gonna join the Discord. Nolan, I'll see you tomorrow morning, yeah?
Maybe. I got a class tomorrow.
Alright, I'll be on till 6 at night. So, Ryan, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, I'll come back if I don't do this. Okay.
You're dead to me.
I require a target.
Ah, you
I do
shoot.
not have a target.
I'm 340 item level.
Let me know when you're done with that dungeon so we could do island expeditions.
So, do you know if you're able to solo boss or mobs in island expedition?
Target something first.
On normal, we can solo some of them, yeah, why?
Because I can solo too, and the fastest way to get through it is if everyone could go off solo and clear shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
So
we
we
can.
don't really have like, so we don't have to group up together.
Especially since I'm a hunter, I could just use my pet.
Yeah,
So it's like, yeah, we should be fine.
and it's just the fastest way to get through them. Divide and conquer.
Yeah, if we can spam those super fast, 70k is not bad. Like, dungeons give a bit more, but if we can do 2 of them in less time than a dungeon, then we'll be getting more.
You heretics, dare enter my lair! I will bury you here! I need to target something first. I require a target.
Man, I love it when I tab P doesn't actually tab the same mouse.
I do not have a target. Too far away.
So I've got the DPS part down. I just have to get used to using my interrupt on spells that need to be interrupted.
Sometimes it happens pretty fast, and you're like, oh shit.
I'm just not used to it.
Oh.
Greetings, little hero. Have you come to join me in slaying these heretics? Say to the other Loa.
I think Tank pulled it more than he could handle.
More invaders to slay.
Especially since we're not interrupting the mob. We're getting 7.
I require a target. I do not have a target. I require a target.
Have you come to bargain? Speak, and the Loa listen.
Your death be here.
Your debt be here.
Target something first.
You are too late. The blood of the Loa has been poured out.
That was a 20k crit, what the fuck?
You are too late. The blood of the Loa has been spilled. Die, Chandra. Die forever. By the old ways, I claim your power as my own.
Do not have a target.
If I had the time, I would crush you for what you did to Volkal. Once I harness these new powers,
There goes the
you shall witness
guy that's part of the dungeon.
Wow.
I don't get a kill here. Thanks, Quest.
Oh, another 20k crit. My priest crits for 20k.
ever walk on the wild side? For the pack.
That means, at 120, that thing's gonna hit for a truck ton.
I think it's scaled, so.
No, it's gonna hit for a truck ton.
What do you ask of these Andalari? I am
I just hit 113, boys.
Nerd.
You're higher than me, aren't you? Yeah, you're 114. Mr. Tony Pajamas.
Pajamas!
Pajamas!
What can I do for you? See you soon. Quickly! Quickly!
Wow.
Alright, I got 6 out of 12 scrolls so far.
I require a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target. I need to target something first. I must get closer. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I require a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target. I do not have a target.
Damn, Tone, calm down.
Wow.
I require a target. I need to target something first. Target. I need to target something first.
Jesus Christ, Nolan, calm down.
Moo.
What are you doing?
Damage.
Good?
He's a healer.
Good?
I want to throw it, but I don't want to do it. Look at my head, Brian.
Are you okay there, Mr. Deer?
Why can't I put the fucking... I took a screenshot of that. That was amazing.
Have a target. I require a target. I need to target something first.
Why do you like to take so much damage, Ryan?
The tank can't hold the aggro. true.
Your Tony Pajamas cock is too big.
Yeah. Tony Pajamas has a big one.
I require a target. I do not have a target.
I need to get a weak auras bar for enhance.
What do you need to know?
Just energy management in the procs. Know when to dump the mana or the maelstrom.
I require a target.
Wow.
I wonder if I'm gonna be able to take on this NPC on my own. I'm about to try.
You're a hunter. You got a pet. You're never alone.
Alright, uncool.
One mana. I helped a bit.
Oh yeah, I totally have this. I don't know why I was doubting myself. This was even easier than I thought.
Tony Pajamas believed in you.
Thank you, Tony Pajamas. Pajamas.
Pajama. I'm starving here. Hold up. Somebody's got the orb.
I need to target something first.
It's Pajama. I just died.
The guy never got the Heart Guardian off of me
Well, I just stay in capsule.
I require a target.
because I was running away from it.
Why are you going bare for him?
I was expecting him to do his job and just fucking getting off of me.
I require a target.
I can't fucking see you, Ryan.
It's okay, I'm fine. Tony Pajamas never died.
Alright, I'll remember that.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna get him geared to dual deer, and I'm just gonna go run and pull
we're
all
gonna go
Zul
turn
trash.
this
Alright,
quest in.
Tony Pajamas, you got
Ryan, you want to
this,
go to the
right?
entrance to turn the quest in?
Yep. I'm at the entrance.
It's Tony Pajama.
I love the Amanda show.
Yeah, no, if
Man,
only Amanda
please.
Bynes didn't go crazy.
She's not crazy. She's perfect.
Isn't she the one
Yeah.
that literally set a driveway on fire or something and then was admitted
Yeah,
to a
it
mental
could be.
hospital?
Something about cocaine and.
Something about lots and lots of fucking drugs.
Yep.
I need to tell you something first.
I've gotten 50 star moss so far from leveling.
Dude, I'm telling you, the most money
That's pretty nice.
the most money I made on anything was when I was leveling and just collecting herbs and shit as I went.
Become a professional leveler. People do that. You go sign up for a website. You become a professional leveler. They give you the account info. You log in. You level up. But you could basically just get herbalism and mining and make extra money while you're leveling up that person. They won't know.
Have
How
a
much
character
does a
on every
professional
server.
leveler pay, huh?
I don't know.
More than probably not more than 70K.
No, but it's like a not like a full-time thing either.
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna be playing a game, why not level up somebody's account and make some money?
Makes sense.
I don't know. I'm a big picture guy. That's why I make so many accounts, so many alts.
Like that's what I did for like with RuneScape. I didn't level people's accounts for them, but it's like RuneScape's an easy game. Why play one account when you can just play two? Have an extra account for whatever reason.
I think I tried that for a little bit. Didn't work out very well.
I think the most I ever was able to do was 3, but then I wasn't able to watch Netflix. So I stopped. Alright. It's 100k XP.
And a shit ton of artifact power. I'm level 115.
Let me finish killing this mob.
Hey, I've unlocked the. Hey, Ryan, have you unlocked the mother load yet?
I don't know.
Are you 115?
No.
You get another dungeon quest right when you can do the mother load from Prince Gallywix.
Holy shit, I just killed 2 elite NPCs and they almost spawned immediately after I already killed them. And I was about to aggro them again. I just wanted to get away.
Gotta do the war camp.
I did one portion of it and now I have to reach level 114 to do the next another zone. I didn't know that was the case because I didn't do it until I was 120. I wanted to just get it
Realistically, I
all
want to
done.
do as little questing as possible for 120, but I also want to get to 120 as fast as possible. Not be completely undergeared.
Yeah, the only problem with expeditions is that you get undergeared as fuck.
Yeah. But then I guess you could just get into normal dungeons, because there's no minimum on that, I don't think.
Nope.
Or you just have your amazing group of friends run you through a couple Mythic Zeros.
See, I'd say we could do that, except we can't.
Yeah.
Our group is physically incapable, or mentally incapable of doing it.
I think majority we should be okay. If everyone's getting something out of it, everyone should try.
Alright, I'm probably gonna head to bed.
Alright, do that.
Good night.
Good night.
Ryan,
So,
my group is actually like a really decent group, but we need one more big dick healer.
well,
I need you more than ever. Would you mind coming?
okay. Haven't run out doing expeditions at the moment.
Hell
Oh
yeah!
my god.
Cal wants this so bad.
Or I can keep questing for the moment.
Tony pajamas.
Pajamas.
I want to use my lifeline. Phone a friend. Hello, Sal's Pizza. What can we get you? You call the pizza place. Yeah, let me get a large pepperoni. And then the pizza shows up.
It's way too funny. It's way funnier than it should be.
He orders a pizza, and he wants to be a, what is it, $1 there? Get $1.
And then it goes right into Judge Trudy.
Bring in the dancing lobsters, and then the lobsters come in.
It's so stupid. Why does it work?
Greetings, rich I accept your tribute. Here be a sign of me favor.
Target. I require a target.
Did I just ping the Discord?
Target something first. Far away. I do not have a target. I require a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I require a target. I hope you like to hunt. Hey, be safe out there.
They get a warrior in the group, and they go, you should probably just kick that guy. And they're like, why? He's like, he's on the surf Ragnaros. And it's like, but he has a 374 item level, so it's high risk, high reward.
Oh my god.
I need to target something first. Oh, the thrill of the hunt. Happy hunting!
My god, I got upgraded. Nice. You won both. Oh boy. I'm at 5 out of 7 chapters now. On Zoldazar already? Hell
Called
yeah.
up, like, not here.
Oh, okay.
These guys are so loud. There we go.
I was just saying, I'm already 5 out of 7 chapters in Zoldazar.
I'm gonna do that zone last.
Need a new drink. I'll be right back. My god. Cora's such a fucking jerk, dude. You know what she just did?
Who?
Cora. The puppy.
She poop?
What?
Did she poop?
No. She followed me around. I came back upstairs. Decided she doesn't want to follow me anymore. And I'm looking for her because she was just chewing on a shoe, so I took it away from her. I thought maybe I upset her when I told her no. And tapped her on the nose. She backed down. Go looking for her to make sure she didn't go back after the shoe, because that's normally what she would do, to be like, I don't care. I'm just going to do it again. No, she just goes and jumps up and puts her paws on my dad's stomach and wakes him up. And so I had to lift her up because she's more than capable of jumping on the bed now. We've seen it. She just chooses not to. She instead just puts her front paws on the edge of the bed. In this case, my dad's at the very edge, so she grabs onto him. And it's just looking at him, waiting for him to wake up, and he's not quite awake yet, so I pulled her off and just put her on the bed. I don't think he woke up, but he definitely wasn't comfortable. But she's also the cutest thing, so I can't stay mad at her for too long because she's so innocent. And I'm not sure if I'm doing anything wrong. I just want up on the bed. Who knows to ask? Alright. Where we need to go now? Goes to the Wounded King. Spoilers. Although if you don't know the lore of BFA launch stuff yet, then don't know where you've been outside of you just not playing the game, chat. Although I'm not sure anyone's in chat right now. The chest here. I need a chest. Need more of those scrolls. Come on, game. Give them to me. Give me that helmet piece or whatever it is.
Wow.
Ah, that one didn't even give me scrolls. Unbelievable. Yo, another chest. Give me scrolls. Go.
I do not have a target. I require a target.
Wow.
There we go. But it was a duplicate one. God damn it! At least the chests seem to be more common than they were at launch. But it's not like they give much to begin with. I just want to get rid of this quest. Let's go this flight path first.
What you doing here? Judge, watching.
What do you ask of the Zandalari? Go carefully.
Greetings, sir and/or ma'am.
They say you have the heir of the throne?
I've seen things that would scare you shellless. Not everything in the ocean is as
Do you
good
want
looking
something?
or nice-mannered as I am.
Speak your business.
I think when it comes to questing zones, because I'm already doing Zoldazar, I think I'll do Vol'dun last. Purely because that was the one we did first, basically. And I have no idea what happened with the lore there because we just kept going and going and going.
Yep.
We did that stuff real fast. And that was like the second or third day, I think.
Because it's like, when it's fresh expansion, you want to get to 120 like ASAP, no matter what.
Exactly. And all I know from reading up was that it was something about like a civil war or whatever. And I don't remember anything about that. But I think Vol'dun's also the biggest zone where there's just so many different side quests that have nothing to do with the chapters. So that probably didn't help either.
I do not have a target.
How it ends.
Wow. How it ends.
I need to target something first.
Zul has foreseen your death. In Zul's name, die!
Target something first. I require a target.
Mind your step around.
Have a target.
Is this what he foresaw?
I need to target something first.
What he foresaw.
require a target.
Wow.
In Zul's name, die!
I do not have a target.
Rastakhan's reign is over. The age of
In
Zul
Zul's name,
Zul
die!
gonna deliver us from the Mad King. You are only getting in the way.
I require a target.
Too late. Enough.
I need to target something first. I require a target.
Wow.
I need to target something first.
So how's Gahoon going?
We got the like 20-ish, 5-ish on my first pull with them. We lack quite a bit of DPS, I think, but it's just doable, and we have to do a less safer strategy.
But overall, it's not going too bad.
It's not bad. I think they'll get it. I only feel like they'll have to maybe... They either have to trim the bad DPS,
Target. As
or people have to do mechanics like perfectly. There's less damage that they're taking, the easier it is for the healers. You know, we could go longer.
There's a 120 guy here, and I'm really hoping he's not coming after me. Looked like he was going about his own business, but I never fucking know. But I need to keep war mode on for the XP.
Greetings. Our kingdom will be defended.
Do you know who I am? May the Loa bring you fortune.
Step closer and don't mumble. Come back with some better stories. I've seen things that would scare you shellless. Greetings, sir and/or ma'am. Step closer and don't mumble. Greetings,
Trying to save the
sir,
king, and I
and
forget where half the stuff is to assist him in when he's doing the ritual or whatever. It's Bwansamdi.
Step closer and don't mumble. Finally, I was done talking to you anyway.
And which lower do you bargain with?
Discord? Who's messaging me on Discord? Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream chat. Thank you for joining. I'll be back on Monday. As always, go to bed.